So I'm just going to start off by priming my lids, and I'm going in with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I already did my eyebrows as well as clean them up with concealer. Now I'm just going in with a bone color. This one is from the Carly Bible palette. I really just pick like whichever one I have around me at the moment. And I just like to set my primer with this as well as my concealer that I use to carve out my brows. And this really helps the blending in the end, especially for this look. There's going to be a lot of blending. So I'm placing that all over my lid to set everything and highlight my brow bone. Now, for the real star of the show, I'm going in with my Juvias Place palette, and I'm taking that orange shade. It is the second one down. I look so funny right now. And I'm just taking that on a flat, kind of fluffy blending brush. This one is from Morphe. I got it in a set, so it doesn't really have a name to it. And I'm just kind of messily placing this all over my lid and slowly building it up. But I'm mainly focusing it in my crease. And now I'm going in with just a clean, fluffy blending brush. Again, this one's from Morphe. I don't know the name of it. My jacket makes my head look like it's literally floating with the collar, and it looks like I have no neck. Now I'm going in with this dark reddish brown, and I'm placing that over the same shade that we first placed on the lid. That was kind of our transition shade, and now I'm just really going to focus on building this one up, mainly focusing this one on my outer corner. Now I'm just taking this eyeliner. It is from Be Bella Cosmetics, and it is just a black eyeliner, and I'm just kind of drawing some lines on my lid. This is going to be really messy at first, but this is going to serve as a base for the dark color that we're going to be placing on top, and I'm just blending this out with a small pointed blending brush. Now I'm taking the second to last shade in the last row. It is a black, and it kind of has like a brownish undertone, and it has little specks of like red shimmer in it. So it really helps to tie in with the orangey reddish tones that we blended first for this look. So I'm just packing this on my lid. I'm really just trying to focus on keeping it on my lid, and then at the end we're going to just go back and forth blending with the different colors. So now I'm just going in with the flat kind of fluffy brush that we started off with. I didn't put any product on here, but I'm just going in and blending this out. Now I'm taking the first shade that we started off with, and I'm kind of focusing this one more on the inner part of my eye to keep blending this out. Like I said, with this look, I just really kept going back and forth with the different colors that I had on my eye to really blend everything together. I know that the look can be like a little bit intimidating just because there's black all over the lid, but if you blend everything together the right way and just slowly build it up, it doesn't look like too much on your eye, and it's not going to just look like you have a black eye. Now I'm going in with that first bone color that we placed all over the lid, And I'm kind of using this to blur out any harsh, dark eyeshadow that I blended up a little bit too high, and I'm just placing that on my brow bone. I like to do this when I'm doing a very smoky eye. I feel like it just helps everything look more blended. So I'm just going in and placing that on my brow bone. And then I'm going to be taking a clean, fluffy blending brush and just blending it out so that you don't have a straight line. Now I'm going in with that darker reddish color that we placed on the lid, and I'm just focusing that one more on my outer corner. Just keep blending and going back and forth. And I am going to do my second eye off camera just so that I can really focus on blending it, because you guys already saw this, so you don't need to see a whole nother 30 minutes of blending. Now I'm going in with my Too Faced Hangover Primer. Now I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and I'm just placing that on my palette. I believe I'm in the shade 205. And I'm going to be mixing this with my drops. I placed about 2 drops in there. And I'm just blending this all out with my Real Techniques contour brush. I like to use a brush for when I'm going for a more full coverage look, and then kind of pat everything in with a damp beauty blender at the end. Now I'm going in with my Kat Von D concealer, and I'm just going to be using this to conceal my under eyes and to highlight my face. And I'm just placing this under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my cupid's bow. I like to focus my foundation more on the outer parts of my face and not put it where I know I'm going to be placing concealer afterwards. This just avoids my face from looking cakey and not having too much product on your face. Now I'm going in with the tiny Morphe sponge, and I actually really love this sponge. I feel like this one's the one that resembles a beauty blender the most. I might even say it's better than the Real Techniques one. It's not too hard, and yeah, it's my favorite one. I like to use the mini one to blend my concealer. I still haven't tried the bigger one out, but I definitely want to order that one. Now I'm going in with my Airspun powder, and I'm just taking this on a bigger sponge. This one is from Eco Tools, and I did not get it wet or anything just because I was just using it to bake my face and I was too lazy to get up. And I'm just going to be taking the Airspun powder, patting it under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. Those are the areas that I personally like to bake just because those are the areas that I get more oily in, as well as my smile lines. Now I'm going in with the contour shade from the Tarte Pro Glow palette, and I'm just blending this all over my face, and I'm taking, I believe this was a MAC, completely forgot the number, but it's just the big fluffy blending brush from MAC. I love this brush so much. It's actually, like, I use it for when I'm baking or applying my bronzer or even my blush, and I feel like I just use it for so many different things, and it's such a good brush. Now I'm just going in with a smaller Morphe brush, and I'm just using this to contour my nose. Now going in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Kit to really set that bake that I just did, as well as highlight my face. And I'm just taking this on a small e.l.f. brush. It's just a really dense, tiny brush. And I'm taking these shades, I believe Lyric and Levitation, and I'm mixing those two together to highlight and set that bake that I just did, really pressing it into my skin to assure that my face does not get oily throughout the day. Now I'm taking the blush Dandelion from Benefit. This was like a tiny one, I believe I got in a gift set, so I just took it out and put it in my Z palette. And again, I'm taking the MAC brush to apply this. Now I'm taking that first shade that we placed all over our lid, and I'm going to be placing that on my lower lash line. I didn't want to do something too dark just because the top of the eyes are already so smoky, so I'm just keeping it very light under the eyes. Next I'm taking this sparkly champagne color from the palette, and I'm just taking this on a tiny concealer brush, and I'm just placing that on my inner corner as well as my brow bone to highlight. Now I'm going to line my waterline and my top lash line, and I'm going to be applying my lashes off camera. I'm using the Huda Beauty Sasha number 11 lashes. Next I'm going in with my Sephora drops, and I'm just placing those on my face and blending that out with my beauty blender. These are literally so pigmented and so pretty. Look at that. I love them. Now we're going in with the Eclipse highlighter from Jeffree and Manny's collab, and we're just going to set that highlighter. I'm taking this on a Morphe brush. I'll place the name. I totally forgot what the name is. Now I'm going in with the Jeffree Star and Manny collab again. This one is their liquid lipstick in the shade Daddy. It's a really pretty kind of muted brown. I've been wearing this so much, and I'm just placing that all over my lips. And of course, time for my favorite part. I'm just setting my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and then just fanning it off. And this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.